morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today, I want to be talking about Wrath of the Lich King, everything I've sort of done to sort of prepare for this, what you guys can do, and with the date of September 26th approaching very fast, about exactly 2 months from me recording this, I figured it was time to, get into gear, come back, make some more videos, and sort of help you guys out. So, pretty much, I hope you guys are excited for it, and we can get underway. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow and help me get content out there to help people, and that's pretty much what I want to do. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first thing that you guys should do, sounds pretty obvious, but have a plan. Know what you want to do with your character. I would definitely find a guild that's looking to raid for Wrath, or a PvP guild, something like that. Find out what character you want to level. I've pretty much raided with the same guild the entire time for all of Classic and all of Classic TBC. I've been on a Druid as of late, just sort of doing Sunwell and stuff, but with Wrath coming and a lot of positions opening up, I am actually able to be a Warlock. So I had this Warlock at level 20. I boosted it up from 20 to 70. It cost me about 5k gold, but that's going to come important later. Now the Joyous Adventures XP buff is live, so you can definitely level up for free, but there's something I want to make you aware that we're going to talk about later in there. But pretty much the best character prepping things you can do is sort of get your professions. Like, I plan on playing a demo lock, where I'm also going to be a tailor and an engineer. I need to definitely take the time, and I haven't even learned engineering, but I'm definitely going to get tailoring up there. As part of sort of planning your route, I plan on doing Lore Master because I want to get the tailoring cloak pattern that's really, really big. And that sort of ties into profession, preparation, knowing a plan. Because a ton of people that have Sunwell gear are going to go straight to Howling Fjord and do the Keep XP grind. You literally just go into the Keep and you just grind mobs, and it gives you an insane amount of XP. So anyway, that's sort of in the character preparations, knowing what class you're going to play, talking that out, finding the guild, all that fun stuff. If you're looking for GDKP classes, Warlocks are probably going to be the most desired. That, or like a Tank Paladin. Those are definitely going to be big classes that you're going to want, as well as Death Knight. Pretty much any Death Knight spec and class that you want to do, you can definitely do for those GDKPs and characters like that. So the next thing that you're going to want to talk about is sort of pre-questing. Now, this is an interesting thing that I sort of looked about with Classic going into TBC, but I didn't really understand it. So we're going to switch it over to a guide that my friend shared with me. This is it's a really, really good guide. Take Note TV. He made this awesome guide. I will put the link to this in the description below. I don't know that guy, but my friend shared this with me. This is a pre-questing guide, so it sort of walks you through every quest that you can get, because you can have a log of 25 quests, as well as you can have all the quest items from pretty much all of TBC, and all of these will give a ton of XP. As you can see, this is about enough XP to instantly go from 70 to 71 if you want to do this. Now, the biggest things that this is going to be is that you run into a lot of issues especially if you played the character during TBC. You probably did a lot of these quests while you were leveling up, so it makes it a little harder. But if you have a boosted character, you can sort of pre-quest, and it's pretty much all the dungeon quests, really. Attunement quests, those give a ton of XP, and because you haven't done those attunements and such, you do not need to get attuned, so those attunement quests are available for you, and the end of those chains give a ton of XP. So the idea is to fill your log with 25 quests and then get all these questing items. Now, if you do every single one here, you will hit 71 upon launch just instantly. So the goal is to get to 70 as fast as or 80 as fast as possible. This is something that you might want to consider doing. I'm probably going to do a little bit of it. I don't really know. Since I'm going for War Master, I have to do a stupid amount of quests in Northrend just to get it for that cape pattern. So I probably don't have much interest in this, but if I do some dungeons, I might acquire a few of those quests just to turn in. So next, I want to talk about sort of having enough gold to do your professions, buy consumes, because the consumes are huge in Wrath, as well as sort of a few of the alt-friendly things that might come into play. So because they're releasing Wrath at the end of, or at its end patch, pretty much the ICC patch, similar to how we got Sunwell patch for classic TBC, we're going to run into a ton of things that were there for convenience. The biggest one is the cold weather flying tome. Now on beta, it is there. It costs 1,000 gold, and you can. It's a bind on account tome that you can send to any ult, and if the ult is 68, it can learn cold weather flying, which normally you need 77 for to fly for Storm Peaks and Ice Crown when you're leveling there. So those that could be something to definitely consider when you're planning for professions, because I personally, my druid is max mining, max gathering, herbing, so it is ready for that. And you know, if I'm going to be maining warlock, so I'm going to get my warlock to 80 first. If I can buy that tome, send it to my druid, then my druid can just cold weather fly around all of Northrend and pick a lot of herbs and mine a lot of ores, which would be really profitable in the first weeks. Fishing is also great, so make sure you have leveled fishing. It's definitely worth doing as well for those good foods, and you can get a lot of rare stuff. Then when we look further into it, there's been a lot of alts for jewel crafting, alchemy, tailoring for a lot of the cloth pieces. There's pretty much a daily cooldown for those professions, which will earn you a lot of money and a lot of very useful gems, because pretty much every profession has something of raid utility, something to better your character, something that you can bring into the raid or such that is going to be utilized. So having as many cooldowns, as many alt bots, profession bots, whatever you want to call them, is really helpful. For me, I still have all my tailors. If I level tailoring on this will be my 7th tailor. So I will have 7 people with tailoring at max. I did it for the spellcloth, and we're going to do it again for Northrend, especially if we have cold weather flying. It'll make it way, way better. Another important thing is that you sort of just plan out, have a plan, guys. I know I talked about that at the beginning of this video, but it is so helpful to get in there. If you have the beta, go in there and test it. Go see how you're going to do it. You know, get some gear. Like, this guy is straight boosted. I haven't hid that, so like, we're using some crappy gear, but we also have been raiding with the guild, and I can bring him in and soak some dead tier pieces, stuff like that. Just get a little bit of gear, put in a little effort for your character, and you can go a long way, especially going into Northrend. So if there's anything you think I forgot, anything you would like to bring up, anything you'd like to talk about, this is just a general guide for you to be prepared for Wrath of the Lich King. Just stuff you might not think about, stuff you might want to do. I will put a link to that questing guide in the description below. But in otherwise, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.